All right, let's get moving on something a little more lower chest, and then we'll move out of here into, I don't know, we'll probably do flies next. I think that's what's kind of on the program for the day anyways. I just kind of updated my training a little bit, so I know it's been a while since y'all have seen one of these, but not too much has changed. Yeah, we'll go up. We'll go up from there. All right. Not expecting to get too many. Probably somewhere between 8 and 10 is what I'm shooting for, but we'll just have to see what happens. Drop the weight. Get a couple more sets of these and we'll move on. All right, so drop from 3 plates to 2 1/4. So shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to get an easy like 12-ish. If I get more than that, then I'm gonna go back up and wait for the last set. And then yeah, we'll move on. Let's just not yap about it. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. That was pretty good. Felt pretty good. So we'll do one more set, probably drop it down to 2 plates, and then we'll call it on this one. Move on to the next thing. All right. Said we were gonna drop the weight, but we're gonna leave it where it was. Do one more set of these, and then we'll move on. That's okay. Whew. All right, let's move on. All right, so the way we're kind of splitting it is basically I went to push-pull legs, so hitting everything twice a week. So I'm trying to break it up basically with like push day is 6 sets of chest. I believe it's 6 sets of triceps and either 4 or 6 sets of shoulders. So nothing too crazy, but let's just get this one done and move on to our next. Got 2 sets of these, basically to failure on both sets, so should be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's do one more of those. All right, let's get us one more of these. We're gonna move on to triceps. Shouldn't get as many reps. Went up in weight by 20 pounds, so I'm shooting for like 8 to 10. It's probably as much as I'll get. My chest is already pretty fried, so we'll see. Yeah, that's good. Let's move on to triceps. All right, shooting for 3 sets of these, and then yeah, we'll move on. We're starting at 180 pounds, which it's a double pulley cable machine, so lightens it up a touch. It's usually like, how do I describe it? It's usually like 3/4 of the weight or something like that is what you're actually feeling, I guess. But either way, 180 pounds, V-bar. Go crazy for 3 sets. Probably bump the weight up to 200 for the last 1 or 2 sets. Then we'll move on. But it's not overcomplicated. Let's just do it. Okay. That's good enough for 1 set. Well, looks like it's gonna be a higher rep day because I had 180 pounds in there and I did 20. Probably still had another 10 or so in the tank. So we're just gonna slow these down. Went up to 200 pounds, slow them down a little bit, pump them out. Shouldn't be too bad. Ooh. Whew, yeah. Slowing it down did the trick, I think. All right, let's hit one more good one of these. Then we'll move on to our next tricep movement. And then we got 2 shoulder movements and we're done. Come on. Okay. Whew. All right, let's move on. So I just recently started implementing these and I don't hate them, but I've only done them 1 other lift. So I don't really know exactly how I feel about them yet either, but let's see. So I used to kind of think that those were not like the best, but then I saw a video probably been about 6 or 7 months ago. It was an older video. It's from whenever Chris Bumstead was still prepping for the 2024 Olympia, and I saw him doing those. I was like, okay, maybe there is something to them. And I just finally was like, okay, well, maybe I'll give them a shot. And they don't feel terrible. You just got to find a way to work them that feels good for you. But say all that to say, we're about to have to go heavier on those. All right, let's do, let's do at least two more of these. And then we'll move on. We'll bump the weight up, so we'll see how it feels. Okay. Whew. Yeah, we'll do one more of those. Bump the weight up one more time. Then we'll move on to shoulders. All right, let's hit one more set of these. Then we'll move on to shoulders. Shoulders shouldn't take a terribly long time. We're doing basically 6 sets of everything. So 6 sets chest, 6 sets triceps, 6 sets shoulders, which totals up for 12 sets for the week. Yeah, it totaled out to 12 sets for the week. So. Okay. Yeah. Casa. Ooh, okay. Ooh, those actually ended up burning me out pretty good, going up a little bit heavier on weight. All right, let's do shoulders. All right, so I've really been liking the cable laterals instead of dumbbell laterals, so we're gonna do that instead today. Yeah, let's get after it. Okay. Alright, maybe a little too light for a first set. That was 15 per side, so we'll bump it up for the next set. Alright, let's get after another one. Got one more set of these after, and then we gotta hit rear delts, and then we're done. I don't hit front delts specifically, like normally, unless I see them start to fall behind, and as of right now, my front delts are stronger than my side and rear delts. So they get a lot of work whenever you do chest. So I'm just kind of, you know, letting them do their thing until I feel I need to work them on their own. So. Okay. This thing came unclipped. All right. Okay. Yeah. One more set of those will drop the weight just to hit the volume that I'm wanting to hit, and then we'll move on. All right, one more of these, and then rear delts, and then we're done. Focus. Okay. All right. Let's move on to some rear delts. All right. Let's do our little bit of rear delt work, and then we'll be finito. We'll be done for the day. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to bump the weight up. That was a little light, but good to get us warm. 2 more sets of those. All right. Let's get another one of these done. Okay. It's still a little too light. We'll bump the weight up again on the next. Okay. Whew. Yeah, one more good one of those, and we'll be done with the lift. All right, one more of these, and then it's done for y'all. Y'all see me, should see me in a couple minutes. Now I'm gonna go do cardio afterwards because I didn't get to do my cardio first thing this morning, so I'm gonna do it now. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. I will see y'all in a couple minutes. All right. So just got back from the gym. Not too terribly long ago. I had to bring in some stuff that we had to go pick up at the couple stores after we left. But just got home. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Yeah, you can. It's right over there. I'm about to get ready to cook. So gonna make my food for tonight. I'm actually gonna live stream doing meal prep, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna live stream that over on TikTok, I believe. Yeah, it'll be on TikTok. So I'm gonna do that, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a somewhat decent amount of rest whenever I do go to bed, because I'm not going to bed until probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I got to prep myself for my work week, so that'll be interesting. But yeah. It was a pretty solid push day. I mean, it felt good. I didn't really have anything to complain about with it. So, yeah, we're just gonna stick to the same plan. Be pull day tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys then, I guess.